Hi, I'm Lee Rankin, and I'm delighted to be running as a Team Burnaby candidate for City Council in Burnaby this November. You know, I've had the privilege of serving on City Council in Burnaby for 22 years, and I make my home in the Deer Lake neighborhood of Burnaby. I live with my wife Ragini and my son Henry, and in addition to serving my community, I work as a volunteer soccer coach for Cliff Avenue Soccer, where my son plays, and I coach his softball and his basketball as well. So I like to be involved in the community. I also work as a lawyer. I served 8 terms on Burnaby Council, and I'm looking forward to serving you again as a councillor in Burnaby. You know, what we really need in Burnaby, we need to have all sides of an issue debated before we adopt policies. Right now, the current council doesn't really reflect the diversity of our community. The Team Burnaby candidates are people like you. They live in your neighborhoods, they're volunteers, their kids go to school in your neighborhood. So they're people that you can trust that will reflect your interests. And Team Burnaby is non-affiliated with any other provincial or federal party, so we make decisions that are best for you and not for any special interest groups or any particular provincial or federal party. Our job is to champion things for you. I'm particularly interested in these issues in the upcoming election. We have developed town centres in Burnaby, and they're growing very quickly, and with that growth comes challenges. We have to look at our town centres, whether they're Brentwood or Lougheed or Metrotown. We have to look at them and make sure that our community centres, our libraries, our policing, our transportation, our roads, our social services are keeping pace with the rapid development and change in the community. Traffic management. We have to work on the challenges of traffic management collectively with our neighboring cities and with the province. It's no secret that Burnaby is strategically located at the center of Burrard Peninsula between Vancouver and cities to the east. This presents difficult and unique challenges to make sure that commuters are not going onto our residential streets and disrupting our neighborhoods. In order to solve these problems, we have to work in a cooperative fashion with our regional neighbors and with the province. The current mayor and council is often in conflict with its regional partners and often in conflict with the province. They believe in adversarial politics rather than collaborative politics. We think that we have to work with our partners to find solutions that benefit everyone. The same thing with housing and homelessness. Well, many municipalities choose to work with senior government to solve these difficult problems. Burnaby has chosen to play the blame game. I can commit to you that a Team Burnaby Mayor and Council will work collaboratively with the province and the federal government and other regional partners to make sure that this difficult problem is addressed. Because right now, as we know in Burnaby, there's many homeless people that we've had all sorts of problems in our town centres with people living on the streets and living in parkades, and we think that we can do better than what's happening now. Financial issues are important to you. We think that your tax increases shouldn't go up more than the rate of inflation. Yet every year in Burnaby, your taxes far exceed the rate of inflation. Why is this? Well, because of the way that the current council operates for the benefit of entrenched interests, it's impossible for them to control costs. Lack of debate at City Council and at the school board means that significant issues aren't aired publicly. And don't forget, we're talking about your tax dollars. For example, the computer costs that the city installed, the computer system, ended up costing more than 3 times what you were told they would cost. We need to really examine what happened there and whether we really got good value for the money. The reality is that the expenditures will mean that we don't get a repayment for them for significant periods of time. So that's just one example. Another example is the Burnaby Lake Dredging project. We've expended about $20 million, and still it's not really suitable for international rowing competitions. And we really question whether we got good value for the project. Are we really managing the lake in a way that will sustain the environment and the wildlife and protect the open water of the lake? $20 million was spent, and we need to examine fully how we expended that money and whether we got value for that. So that's just another example that means that we need a Team Burnaby Marin Council that will bring greater transparency to public expenditures, to eliminate waste and poor spending decisions, and make sure that when your hard-earned dollars are used to pay for your taxes, that you get extremely good value for those taxes. Team Burnaby is an exciting and diverse group of candidates for council and school board. I'm looking forward to serving you as a councillor on November 19th, and I urge you all and tell all your friends to vote for Team Burnaby for mayor, council, and school board. I'm Rankin. I'm looking forward to serving you as city councillor in the city of Burnaby. Thank you.